Hello mirrors. So today I'm going to be doing a general and a love reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you're new here, welcome to Law of Attractions and Mirrors Tarot, where we use the cards as a tool to help integrate the fragments of ourselves into one so we can self-actualize into the people we were born to become. With this knowledge, we can begin to manifest all of our deepest desires if we simply take responsibility for our power. If you are new here, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'd love to have you here. And this month, I'm doing things a little bit differently. I'm doing a general and a love reading. The timestamps will be down below, so if you would like to go directly to one or the other, you can do that. But we're going to go ahead and get started. One more thing, if you are interested in a private reading, that information is in the description box. But let's see what's going on this month, Aquarius. Okay, I'm going to draw 4, clarify each one as well. King of Swords, 8 of Coins, which is 8 of Pentacles, King of Spears in the reverse, the Hierophant. So this is interesting. With the Hierophant, I often think of a structure, of a belief system, of something that you're holding on to. That's a lot of times I think of it as like a very positive thing. The Hierophant's very dedicated, is very drawn to what he's doing, and he goes by his rules. Sometimes it can be rigid, but it really depends on the cards around it. We have King of Spears, which is King of Wands in the reverse, and then we have King of Swords upright. So to me, this talks about, rather than following the instincts, the just moving along with your urges, you're thinking and being more methodical about what you're doing, especially with 8 of Coins here. There's some hard work you're putting in to changing your mind about things, but I do find it really interesting with the Hierophant here in conjunction, because to me this is a very fluid energy and the Hierophant's very static. 8 of Coins is very fluid as well. So we have some, we have a, what am I looking for? We have just a dichotomy here. That wasn't the word I was looking for, but it does work. Of this. This could be someone you're dealing with as well. A male figure, a father figure, perhaps with kings. A lot of times it is father figures. This could even have to do with your spirituality, because the Hierophant is a very spiritual card. So this could mean that you are starting to think about your spirituality in a different way. Maybe you've always felt drawn to going one way because of how you feel, not so much emotionally, but just the pull of your desires. And now you're really seeking truth. King of Swords is my truth card. I pull it out whenever I'm really drawn to looking into the truth of the matter. But we are going to get some clarification. I got these cards from Spirit, like the Spirit Halloween store. They're $8 if you are interested. Definitely go pick some up. I think they're really cute. They're not just basic Rider-Waite. So for the Hierophant, we have the 3 of Cups, which is the Witch card. King of Spears in the reverse is going to be clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, which is Shaman in the reverse. I think these cards are really interesting. And King of Swords is clarified by the 9 of Cups, which is the Kraken in the reverse. And finally, the 8 of Coins is clarified by the Ace of Cups in the reverse, which is the Giant Well. Now, these cards didn't come with a book, so they don't have necessarily the connection for each card and why they are the way they are. Like, I have no idea why 3 of Cups would be witch or whatever, but regardless, if these these symbols mean anything to you, or if I pick up on anything intuitively, I'll let you know. So 3 of Cups, Witch, and the Hierophant. So this could have to do with your friends. Maybe this could have to do with a group of friends that you have that has kind of stayed you've kind of stayed together through thick and thin is what I'm feeling. And this could be, there could be like a shift in perspective. Five of Pentacles in reverse always shows me like a shift in perspective, because Five of Pentacles is like this very major like lack mentality of not feeling like you have enough, of feeling like you're just not in the place you want to be. And as I was saying, you seem to be shifting out of something. So the Hierophant also with the Three of Cups, that seems to be very positive, very, very positive energy. But I do think it's interesting. If we take the Witch and the Hierophant, these seem like two kind of different energies, because the Hierophant to me is always, like the idea I get from it is like a strict spiritual regimen, or like a priest, a pastor, like that kind of thing. And of course, Witch being more open-minded. So this could be a shift from this to that. There's a lot of like varying energies here. So there might be a lot of people watching this with a lot of different messages, but we're going to keep going. So with the Five of Pentacles clarifying the King of Spears, both in the reverse, this is like, it feels like you're no longer wanting to just follow your urges because you realize that they don't get you what you want. So then we have the King of Swords clarified by the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Again, this is like, because the Nine of Cups like the wish come true card, and it's also the card for satisfaction. Again, this feels like you are just not satisfied, and maybe this is some truth that you've realized recently. With the Eight of Coins, with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, this is like you don't want to put work into something that your heart isn't aligned with anymore. It really feels like you're done doing this. And maybe that's why we started off with the Hierophant. It's more like you want to retain what's actually important to you, but you don't want to just follow your urges. You don't want to follow what you've been conditioned to believe. That's what I'm hearing. That makes a lot of sense. So maybe you've been conditioned to believe a certain way, to act a certain way, and you're just now realizing this is not really what you want. The Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups together equal the Ten of Cups. I often think about that. So with them both being in the reverse, it's like you really are really want to be emotionally fulfilled, and you just aren't in your current state. But let's get some oracles, so maybe we can get some advice and figure out what you can do, Aquarius. Oops. So we have between worlds, which is new directions. First of all, absolutely gorgeous card. And second of all, that sounds like extremely in alignment with what we've been talking about. It's like you're going in a new direction, and you're in that in-between stage. That's why we have this energy of like either like really static and then wanting to move forward because you're not in alignment. That's really interesting. You may want to look into sea turtles. I'm really getting drawn to that aspect of the card. I mean, yeah, it's the only thing on the card, but really drawn to that energy. And then I'm noticing this kraken here. So maybe, and the whale. So we have a lot of like water creatures, right? We have the kraken, the whale, and now the turtle. So this does feel like maybe your emotions have led you to this point. We have health and healing. I'm going to get another one because this makes a lot of sense. So if you're wondering what direction you need to go in order to find happiness, your guides are really telling you to work on healing. And when you work on healing, it will take you exactly where you need to go. Retreat into nature, Green Man. So if you need a way to heal, if you're really looking for a direction to go, or a place to go in order to be in alignment with this new direction that you're going in, spend some time in nature. Absolutely. It can make a huge difference. Just like a little retreat into nature with yourself, or maybe with your friends, since we do have the Three of Cups, can really help you to connect to the natural energies and the natural cycle of the universe, rather than being in the drama or being in your home, which may have a lot of energy there. So definitely go into nature, maybe even go into the water with all this cup and water energy and all these water creatures. Like maybe just going for a dip in like the ocean or a pond that's, well, not a pond, but like a lake. So then we have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety. So here we go again with masculine energy. So some of you may be dealing with masculine energy in your life, whether this is actually men in your life or your concept of men, or just masculine energy, which is the external energy. What I'm really getting from this is the protection and trust. Those two words are really sticking out to me. So understand that you are protected in your journey right now. The direction you're going is protected. You can trust it, but it's going to take like a kind of a leap of faith is what I'm hearing. So you want to make sure that you're doing this in alignment with your thoughts. You know, as far as the law of attraction goes, you really want to make sure that you are in alignment and open towards it. Your heart's not closed off towards this direction that you're going. And that can be kind of scary, you know. Oftentimes it is really scary to go in another direction. I was trying to get one and half the deck fell out. Okay, this one's calling me. So we have Dark Moon, maturation, growing up, introspection, know thyself, and it's in the reverse. And that really feels like why you might be in this situation, is that you're not really sure of who you really are. It's like you're waking up to a new part of you, but you're not 100% sure what that means. Because we get conditioned our whole life through society, parents, the media, our friends, everything. And that means that sometimes growing up, we just don't know who the real us is. And a lot of times that means that when we go through spiritual awakening, we start to learn who we really are. So this really does seem like the beginning of an awakening. It seems very aligned with your heart, and it seems like something that is mental thing as well. We have home. So you really want to feel aligned. You want to feel at home is what I'm hearing. But also I do think for some of you, this is definitely a fight. I don't want to say a fight, but like a, what is the word I'm looking for? Like you're battling what's going on at home. You don't feel like you're yourself. You don't feel like you can be yourself. You don't feel like you're home in your own body. And that's something that I think will really help you if you work on feeling like you're at home. And that could just be through meditation. I think it'll really help you with this healing in this next phase of your life. So I'm going to end with this message card, and then we'll start in the love reading. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. So you may be waiting for this change to happen. You may be waiting for someone or something to come along and sweep you off your feet and make you feel at home, make you feel like yourself. And honestly, we can't do that. It's just not a healthy way to live our lives. We can't live life by waiting around. Especially with law of attraction, you have to create your own home, your own sanctuary, your own independence. Now, that doesn't mean you need to be independent from everyone. We are interdependent species. It's how we evolved. But when it comes to expecting other people to come in and save you, this is the heart of the matter this month, is finding everything you want within yourself, and it's going to take change. And this isn't easy, but it's completely doable. And the biggest message I'm getting from all this is this home card. This home card feels like you. It feels like the real you. And the more that you can get in touch with your authenticity, even if it's just sitting in meditation without the drama of the world, the closer you're going to be towards making these changes you want to have a better life. So I'm going to get started on this love portion, and we will see what's going on, Aquarius. So I'm going to get started with these Doreen Virtue cards. They are calling me. Okay, just these two. Let's see what's going on. We have trust in the reverse. Wow. Okay, let go of control issues. These cards fit perfectly together. I was picking up again on the general reading. There was that word trust, and it's in the reverse, and let go of control issues. Again, how I was talking about in the general reading. I don't know if whomever is tuned in, if you guys watched or not, but there was a lot of feeling like you need someone to make you feel whole, feeling like somebody's going to just come into your life and change everything for you. And this is saying this isn't how this is going to happen. You need to trust that things are going to happen as they're meant to, and let go of the external control issues. Let go of feeling like you need to control everything and you need to be the one to always initiate, or those kind of arguments where we end up fighting because we're trying to get our point across and we just feel like we have to control it. We end up saying things we don't mean, that kind of thing. So whether or not you're single, in a relationship, situationship, whatever it is, this is an important message, because you know, these are the types of things that are important to master, even if you're single, because you don't want your next relationship to be one where you don't feel comfortable. You feel like you constantly have to say and do things that are going to get you what you want. Because, you know, if you're a feminine watching this, even if you're masculine and you're looking more into the feminine energy, it's important that we draw people into us. We magnetize them toward us. It feels a lot better that way than feeling like you've manipulated someone to give you what you wanted. So let's see. This says spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So if you're with someone, this is a confirmation, like this is a actual like spiritual connection. This isn't just something that is flighty, that's just 3D. There's a lot going on, which is maybe why this stuff came up, because, you know, I believe all the connections we have are spiritual, but this coming up is really a confirmation for you guys. I think it's really important that you know this. And if you are calling in a spiritual connection, this is saying if you want that connection, these things are really important for you to work on. And you can work on this through anything. It doesn't have to be romantic connections. It could be just your life in general, like just trusting that things can move the way that they're meant to, and letting go of this need to externalize everything and to manipulate the external in order to get what you want. Work within, work with law of attraction, because that is very powerful energy to move us forward. We have sacred wisdom, and we also have lightning. So sacred wisdom to me is so much about that internal, intuitive answers. So if you have questions about this connection, if you have questions about why am I not with the person I want to be, why don't things ever work out, what's going on, listen to that voice inside of you. Now, if you're very analytical, if you're constantly criticizing or overanalyzing, you're going to have to find a way to quiet your voice, your inner voice. The best way is through meditation. Now, meditation isn't the easiest thing, but you can work through guided meditations, which really help. Look into mindfulness meditation, where you're really working on where you can focus on your breath, focus on the feelings of your body rather than the thoughts in your head. And once you do this and you can learn to clear your mind, you'll really get the answers to what you need. Working on clearing your mind and then asking a question, and the first thing that pops in your head is what your intuition, what the universe, your guides, God, whomever is trying to let you know. So with lightning, this is a fast transformation. I felt like in the general reading, there's a lot of transformative energy going on. This lightning card is like something that changes in an instant. And I think this is what the universe is saying. As soon as you can do this, like you could gain some sacred wisdom on what's going on and why you may be preventing yourself from either finding somebody or deepening a relationship that you're in. Once you get that information and you can let go of all that control and you can learn to trust, it's going to happen like that. That's what I'm hearing. And this is true for all of this. This is basic law of attraction, but this is what you need to hear right now. It's really important that you understand this, because sometimes it can just seem overwhelming if we're like, yeah, okay, let me just trust it and let go of my control issues, but it's going to take forever. You know, like, we don't want to do that. But with law of attraction, we can actually end up in the perfect place, in the reality where we are in alignment with our person, or we meet somebody new, whatever it is, so quickly, as long as we line up with that energy. We have nothing is yet set in stone, and a new romantic cycle begins. See, that's really freaking awesome to come out in the love portion. So yeah, nothing is yet set in stone. You seem to be, again, this gives me that vibe of between worlds that we got in the general reading. You seem to be in between worlds. You seem to be 1 foot out the door, and the universe is really saying, jump all in. You know, if you want, if you feel like you messed something up, you haven't. Okay, nothing is set in stone. If there's someone you love and you've gone through a breakup or something happened, the universe is saying you can have what you want, but you do need to gain that spirit, that wisdom, and you need to trust. And that is when this new cycle can begin. So I'm not going to pull any cards, because I love to end this reading over here. This is entirely up to you, though. If you want to claim this reading, claim it, and make sure that you're actually taking action internally. This seems like a lot of internal change that will really help move you in the direction that you would like to go. So that's it, guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell. You can be notified when I do post new videos. I also do pick a cards and all of that kind of thing. I have a playlist of them, and they are timeless. So if you want more insight on this specific situation, go ahead and go check out that playlist, because it might give you some general ideas. And then something else I want to mention. So if you want to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign, it can give you a deeper understanding of what to expect this month. But that is it, guys. I love you.